Hello. I've just been doing some crochet. I haven't crocheted in years and years, and I'm not making a purse or a bag or a cushion cover. I'm going for a blooming great blanket. Now, I set off so excited. I bought the wool, off I went. I did have a couple of little practice sessions first on smaller bits of wool, but then I just got into it. I thought, it's fine, got it all sorted, had to count 12, 12, 12 until we got to 180 and sorted it out. And I thought I was on, so off I went, not paying too much attention. Once or twice I realised I'd forgotten a little dip down, which I have to do every 12, little dip down. And I was racing away, couldn't wait to get all the different colours going. It's going to be very exciting when I finished. And there I was, whizzing away. And I'd done 3 or 4 days, quite hard work, more than that in depth. And I noticed there was something wrong. And I looked and I thought, can I just forget about it? And then I looked and I thought, oh bugger, there's more than one thing wrong. And how far down is it? How far have I got to unpick it? Anyway, I thought, I'll just bodge it. But after I finish this pattern, there's another pattern that comes on. And if I don't get 180 stitches with the right pattern, somehow, before I get to the next pattern, that's all going to be wrong. And so I put the thing down. I tried a bit more. I thought, well, it'll do. I can make more stitches. I can do this. I was looking for ways round it. And then I went to bed. 2 o'clock in the morning. I've got to unpick it. I can't go on like that. It's just not right. I can't spend the next, might be 7, 8, even a couple of years before I finish it. And I'm never going to be happy with the first bit anyway. So I got up in the morning and to be honest, I wasn't enjoying doing it. Not at all. Not once I realised it was not right. So all the excitement had gone. Do you know, I unpicked it. And it took a little while to do it carefully and I started again. I made a real effort to make sure it was all right, checking again. And then I kept going and I kept watching. Have I got all those little things going down? Yeah. All those little things going down? Yeah. Once or twice I went a bit wrong, but I because I was paying attention to it, to what was going on my crochet, I was able to just go back a few stitches and put it right. And it didn't matter at all that I'd unpicked it, because now I was enjoying it again. Of course, I'll be glad when I've got back to where I was when I started to unpick it and I started to put some of the other beautiful colours in. But it doesn't matter. It's right. And so there may be 1 or 2 stitches that aren't perfect by the end of it, but that's okay. And it got me thinking that actually doing anything, if you're building a house or knitting a jumper or even baking a cake, you've got to get the foundations right. You've got to do it. And if they're not right, you need to start again. Otherwise, the joy has gone out of it. And I was thinking about that. If you think about it as a metaphor for your life, we all start off with gusto. We go at life, we start off with a clean slate. And as we go through, there are mistakes and blips and things that are wrong. And you keep going and you keep going and you keep going, because you don't realise that you can actually stop and change those, unpick it. But you don't realise that. We think we've just got to make do with what we've got. And so life loses its enthusiasm. You might feel a little burst of enthusiasm here to do that or do this, but there's that bedrock of it's not right. The base, the foundations aren't right. And that's the time when we need to unpick, to unravel the things that have gone on in our life, find out where the mistakes are. And that's where hypnotherapy comes in, or other sorts of therapy. But so you can go back, look at those mistakes, understand them, and unpick them. You do that because you know what they are. Your unconscious mind knows exactly what's wrong. So we can work together, unpick it, and then you start building from a new place, from a firm foundation. And you can then, when you go along, you can pay attention to your mind and what it's doing, where it's leading you. And when it's going in the wrong direction, you're, that's not the way to go. We've got to go this way because that's much better. And then you end up with a wonderful life. It doesn't mean things won't go wrong, as I suggested then, but you know how to look at it, how to deal with it. You have the strength, you've got firm foundations. What a beautiful metaphor. And hopefully, in maybe a year's time, maybe a bit sooner, I shall have a beautiful, colourful blanket. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, except that it will have given me so much satisfaction. I will have a beautiful blanket, as I say, with maybe one or two little blips to give it character. But it's got firm foundations. And because I'm now training myself to pay attention to every row, to be in the now, if I do go wrong, I can correct it really quickly. And there are ways of doing that with your mind. If you pay attention, you can spend forever going down that route of sadness and being unhappy or angry and getting, storing it in your body. But if you pay attention, it's like, oh, don't need to feel like that. I'm going to feel something different. I'm going to look for the good in that because I can deal with it now because I have those firm foundations. Anyway, I'm Sarah Webster, who's crocheting a wonderful blanket, I hope, and who can crochet a wonderful life for you. Help you crochet your own. All right. Bye-bye.